The Jet JS-400 and 480 are both absolutely brilliant, but which should you get? Well, let's find out. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. Like I said, today I'm checking out these two guitars. The Jet JS-400 is just over 200 euros and the Jet JS-480 is just over 400 euros, if I remember correctly. This is the new version. The 400 has been around for a while. I'm going to assume that pretty much what I find in this video is true for the 300 and 380. So basically, should you spend almost double the money to get one of these when you can get one of these? Because saving money, well, most people seem to like that. Now, in terms of specs, there are some differences. Nothing huge. I'll put specs up on the screen. Do some sounds, clean, crunch, overdrive. Do a whammy bar test, and then I'll come to some sort of conclusion. But I am going to give the more expensive guitar a bit of a head start, because this one has old strings on it, whereas the other one has brand new ones and it's been set up tip-top. This has just been lying around for a year. Cleans with the Roland Cube. The neck on this feels a bit chunkier. Before I go over to the Marshall, a couple of things that stick out are that this looks nicer, the paint job is nicer, the tuners are better, the roast neck looks better. Don't give a toss about these parts being gold colored, but it does look nicer. Before I go on, I would like to thank all the people who support this channel in different ways. There's Patreon, there are affiliate links in the description. All that stuff buys my music on Bandcamp or wherever. A huge thank you to everyone who supports me. You people make this channel possible. Messy playing. Before I do the whammy bar test, there is something about this whole thing here which I like a bit more than on the other one. It's like this feels more familiar, more like a Strat type thing. The whole where the whammy bar is and all that. Start with the 400, here's how it's in tune. Here's how this is in tune. Okay, well, first off, an issue with this. When you pull up on it, it stays slightly sharper than when you push down on it, so you have to, when you play, if you pull up on it, you have to push down on it again, if that's the way you've set it up. The issue is that the knife edges on this whammy bar, the whammy bar is made by Jet, or at least it says Jet. The other one doesn't say anything. The knife edges on this aren't really knife edges. They're not sharp, which means that it will return to different pitches depending upon which way you're going. When I got this, was sent to me by Tampereen Musiikki. Thank you, good people of Tampereen Musiikki. It had a huge issue with that, because not only were the knife edges not knife edges really, the springs on the back were absolute rubbish, so they had to be changed. It just went to different pitches, like, I don't know, worst I've ever seen. Other than that, whichever guitar you go for, based on these two and the 300 and 380 if you're more in the market for traditional style Strat. Now, 4 different Jet guitars that I've tried have been absolutely brilliant. Some of the best budget guitars I've tried. Oh yes, and both have that thicker block on the back for the trem. Which one would I get? Well, before I let you know which one I would get, which one would you get? Considering that this tremolo has the issue of the knife edges not being sharp, I would go for the cheaper one. When it comes to the 300 and 380, I don't know, maybe 380. Depends on what kind of budget I'm on. If I'm going for getting my first guitar, I'm definitely going for the 300 or a 400. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, cost next to nothing for a guitar. There are cheaper ones out there, but they're not nearly as good, most of them. But the 480 and 380 are just great as well. More expensive, granted. And if you go for the more expensive ones, well, there are some options out there. Sire S3, Harley Benton Modern ST Plus comes to mind. Great stuff. Maybe I'm missing something. If you're going for the cheaper one, there's the Earth Strat, which I reviewed ages ago. Great stuff. That was out of stock for a while, but it is back in stock now. Harley Benton ST62 that I tried a while back. We are spoiled for choice nowadays. Back when I started, cheap budget guitars. They were not nice. So I'd be fine with either one of these. If you want to watch my full review on the JS-400, which includes me actually gigging with it, there's a video here. Other than that, I hope you have some use of this video. I hope you consider supporting the channel via one of the links in the description. And I hope you have a very nice day. Take care. Be kind to each other. Goodbye.